You grew up singing in the church.
You know, it's funny. I did sing in the church, but everybody's like, yeah, girl, gospel's where it started. But it was like contemporary Christian Methodist. We were singing, you know, like just contemporary kind of like
praise
rock Christian
choruses,
songs. Yeah, exactly. Like praise songs and hill songs, you know, stuff and whatever. So it was different. I mean, I ended up doing gospel as well, too. I went to performing arts school and we did jazz, you know, classical, gospel, musical theater, everything. So, but it started very, you know, praise Adonai, you know, very like.
And as a songwriter, do you write like by yourself in a room, or do you have a team with you at all times?
I mean, for the most part, I write really by myself. Lyrics I do by myself. But I'll sit there with, you know, my producer, like Adrian Gervitz, and he'll compose the music, I guess, really. And then, so he does bottom and I'll do top line. So that's basically it. But it's wholly collaborative, you know. Sometimes, like there's a song on my album, Not Today. And I came in the studio and he said, I have a song idea, you know. And so he started just playing these little riffs and stuff. So I was like, what's the, you know, lyric idea? And he said, oh, just Not Today. And so I was like, okay. So I'll decide whether it fits with me. And then I start writing out the rest of the song. Then I thought about my mother and him and his wife and all of that stuff. So, you know, and then sometimes I want the beat to sound like this. Boom, pop, pop, boom, pop, pop, you know, whatever. So it's just, we're in there creating together. Yeah.
I wish we were creative like that.
Anything, basically.
Anything.
And just watching you sing, it's like you go back to the moment you were writing it. It's like it's cool to watch that.
So you went to a school for performing arts. Was there any other students in your class that like are making it like you? Was there any?
My friend is actually Nala in The Lion King on Broadway. So it was very like musical theater oriented and jazz vocal performance. I mean, one of the girls from a long time ago, Ananda Lewis, was like a VJ on MTV for a long time. She went to SCPA.
And you got to audition to get into that school, right?
You do, yes. Yeah, you remember,
Yeah.
I didn't actually have to audition to get in.
I know Stevie.
I was like, oh, God.
Well, how do you get to the point?
I was like, this is going to be...
No, because
you know
that's
what?
true.
I didn't have to audition because I came from... There was like...
Scouts.
A theater school.
Like Valencia Park. You know, Valencia Park, Oak Park, Zamorano, they were all... Yeah, a feeder school, exactly. And so I was already in... It was pre-Stevie.
Guess it's so surprised that I auditioned for the Cincinnati SCPA where Nick Lachey went to school. I didn't get it.
You did?
Oh.
I'm the worst singer you've ever heard.
You've ever heard?
I didn't have to audition for the SCPA because they laughed at me.
Oh, you didn't have to.
Did anybody ever tell you, no, don't do that singing thing? You better get a job at the bank.
Did you have haters?
I mean, you know, you have people. Fortunately, I will say I give so much credit to my parents. They were very supportive of music. And now, as an adult, I realize how rare and how important and really blessed I was, because there are a lot of people whose own parents are just like, what are you thinking?
No.
You know,
You gotta have something to fall back on.
And there are some people who were like, you know,
Call them out. Go ahead.
Music is business. You know, there were people who were like, that's not for you. Or people who would just say the business is too hard. And it wasn't an ill-intended thing. It was just like a fear for you. Don't do that. It's going to hurt you so bad, you know. But it's like, you just can't walk around in that fear. That's actually what the title means. Cheers to the fall. Cheers to the idea of failure or the criticism or whatever. So.
Well, pick up the album. Cheers to the fall. Rise up.
I'm a cherry picker, but I think I'm going to download the whole thing.
Please.
On faith that
It's a
everything
story.
is
You
as
gotta-
good.
Yeah, that
up the
drives
whole
you
thing.
crazy as an artist. Like,
Yeah, they're like,
cherry
I got this
picker.
single. I'm like, oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much. There's other ones.
I had 1 and 8.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they're buying it, I guess.
Right,
They don't
exactly.
get
That's why I'm like, you know what, get in where you fit in. But it is a story, so it really, like,
No, but
I wrote it as a whole
I have
body
faith
of
that
work.
the whole thing will sound as good as that. So I'm going to get the
thank
whole
you.
thing.
Thank you so much.
Because your album's like a story, right?
It is. The whole,
What she just said, yeah. She just said that.
Making sure Kelly knows
Have you
that.
ever seen
heard that.
Pootie Tang? Have you ever seen the movie Pootie Tang?
Yeah.
You know the guy who's like, man, Chris Rock, it's hot outside. And the guy's like, yeah, and it's hot out here, too. Like,
Wow. You know, your brain just shuts off
I
sometimes.
think in 20 years that I've been on this show, that's our first Pootie Tang reference.
yeah.
I've been here 20 years.
Can we mark
Andra.
it down? And the days
20
we on who did it.
years.
Shout out to Wanda Sykes,
First
Chris
time.
Rock, right here.
I haven't even brought it up. I knew none of them seen it.
Have you even,
Yeah, what are
you
you
haven't
talking
seen
about?
Pootie
I've
Tang?
seen Pootie
I've seen
Tang.
Pootie Tang.
Oh,
He
okay.
hasn't
I've
brought up
seen
anything
Pootie
about
Tang.
it.
Okay, then.
Kelly, have you seen
That's
Pootie
my-
I
Tang?
have not seen Pootie
Mighty
Tang.
Black of y'all.
We'll get Kelly Pootie Tang. So next time
Yes,
you visit,
yes.
it'll be all good.
Educator, yes, on.
And what's your Instagram or Facebook where we could follow you? Twitter.
It's all Instagram's Andra Day Music. Twitter is Andra Day Music. Snapchat is non-existent until I learn it.
Yeah.
Hey, amen. I don't have one yet.
Facebook is just Andra Day, and my website is something I don't know. What is it?
I wouldn't.
AndraJ.com.
Oh, that's easy.
I love you so much right now. Everybody give it up for Andra Day.
Thank you.